We have this wonderful website called Yahoo Answers where everybody asks questions pretty much about anything. So I went to the friendship section of that website to see what people were asking in issues in terms of friendships, and I came up with a couple of good situations. This one from another hard-to-pronounce name, Timpani Angel. She says, for the past few months, I've been feeling that my friends keep making excuses not to socialize with me outside of school. Yesterday, I went to a friend's Facebook, we'll call her H, so I could write a silly status for a joke. I ended up reading a private message between H and a friend M, and I saw that they had written things about what excuses they should make to not spend time with me. I feel like my suspicions have been confirmed. It's my last year of school, and the school is really small, so looking for new friends doesn't really seem to be an option. I don't want to leave these people. I just want to stay friends with them and get along. I don't know why they wouldn't want to hang out with me. We've been friends for years. I thought we all liked each other. What advice could we give Miss Angel here?
I mean, I would think you have to confront the people about it, because this falls in the category of, like, talking behind the other person's back. Like,
so you think she should be confrontational, really?
Well, yeah, I think she should definitely talk to them. She can't just go on and have her friends make excuses to them.
Okay, so you're really going for a salvation standpoint here. You're trying to save the friends that she currently has, right?
I mean, yeah, I would say talk to them, and then if they continue to do this, and I would say get new friends, because at that point you're just trying too hard to keep the friends that you have.
Bob?
I agree. I think you should confront them and ask what's going on. But then also I think you should stop trying to contact them and see if they contact you.
Right, yeah. None of you guys are going from the standpoint that I would address this issue from, and that would be just to forget these guys. They're talking behind your back. You don't need them.
Because you don't know how long this girl's been friends with.
Listen.
God.
Timpani Angel, I know you're a good person. I can tell from this post that you're a nice person and that you can make friends. Anybody can make friends.
But she obviously has trouble making friends.
No, now listen. Miss Angel can do it. As we've said, she just needs to be herself. You'll find the friends you need. You just have to be patient. And if you don't find the friends you need, then maybe these guys over here are right. Maybe you should address it. If you feel like you really are going to be lonely in this situation, sure. I think addressing it is a pretty good issue, but I think faith in yourself is a good thing, and I think she could do it. I think anyone can.
Yeah.
Am I too hopeful for thinking that? I honestly think we have time for one more. I think we could do this last one. I really want to run for a certain leadership position in our college, Student Government Association, but I found out today that a friend of mine is also planning on running and has been planning to do so for a long time. I think I'd be in a good position, perhaps even more than my friend. However, we are friends, and I would like to know how loyalty in any friendship should shape my decision to run against my friend.
I don't know. Like, it sounds to me like her friend, or his friend, I don't know, is really into this and has really been looking forward to this for a long time. I guess maybe as a good friend, it's good to step back and let her do her passion. If it's something, it depends on how important it is for you. If it's something you're just doing for the fun of it, or if it's something you're really passionate about, then I think your friend should understand that and have a good competition with each other. But if it's something that you're just doing for fun and your friend is really serious about it, I think you need to step back and...
What a smart gentleman you are. I couldn't agree more. Bob.
Well, obviously, whoever wins, depending on how good the friendship is and depending on how...
So you're saying that they should run. There's no question in your mind. Just go.
Well, I mean, if they both want to run...
Let's say you were really excited about running for president of your class, and your
or just president in general.
President of general, yeah. And you told your friend for a long time this is what you want to do, and then randomly your friend was just like, oh, I'm going to run too against you. You wouldn't be mad at your friend?
Are they running because you're running?
We're not running.
Or because are they doing it because you're doing it? Or
I mean, it doesn't say
Bobby,
running.
you're asking
no, it sounds like
Bobby.
No.
The question
Bobby.
is really very simple.
They're both running because they want to be president.
They both want to be president.
The one person has said they've wanted to do this for a long time, and the other one has just recently got into this, from my understanding. Is it right for the person who just started getting interest in it to run up against someone who has wanted to do it for a long time?
And people will do it. I mean,
Bobby doesn't want to answer this question.
We're
gonna vote no contest on this.
Even if you are friends, some
Yes, but
friends
do you
just
think it's right, Bobby?
Some
That's the
friends do it because you're doing it.
Bobby, do you think it's right?
I don't think it's right, but it's going to be an interesting to see how this friendship turns out to be. And what?
Bobby, when you try to be a sports announcer, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Friendship, it's like pulling teeth. That's my quote for the day. We're discussing friendship, and we have come to that end of the road for our discussion this week. Mike, what'd you learn today about friendship? Anything?
A lot about friendship, yeah. What makes it strong? What makes it weak? What works in friendship? What doesn't? What are the boundaries?
Some friends know how to answer questions, some don't.
Yep.
That was one thing. Sure. But I think one thing that I really did learn about friendship is that one essential part of it is being yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's really a central tenor, and I really thank Rob for bringing that notion to our attention.
If friends don't like you for you, then they're not your friends.
I did get a text from a friend. Believe it or not, people listen to this show. Believe it or not, people do. Dan Anderson, who DJs with me on the Shuffle from Sundays from 2 to 4 on this very station, he says that the purpose of friends is to share interest and experience with. It's easier to cope with life with friends. Now, do you guys agree? Yeah?
Yeah,
I think that's pretty much the tenor of what we...
That's a good answer.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the main argument we've settled here. It's shout-out time, Mike. I think you've done your job today. So go.
All right, I got 3 today. First one is my family. I don't know if they're still listening, but they were. My parents and my grandmother is listening. As always, I got to give a shout out to my girlfriend, one of my biggest supporters. And another one, Bobby just informed me that our friend Casey is listening, so.
Wow, hi Casey.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Casey.
much. We love you.
She's probably giggling in her dorm room right now, listening to this.
That's good. Giggles are good. We love
it. Radio show.
Now, Bob, additional shout outs for you. We have Casey now. What else?
Sure, I'll give a shout out to my dog, Potter. I
don't
love
have to be
you,
listening.
Potter.
Just give him recognition.
Yeah, so Bob's covered. He's covered all of his important bases, his friend Casey and his dog. I'm sorry if that insults you, Casey. You didn't mean to, group those into the same group there. I certainly value a lot more than that, which is why I'm going to group you with some much more intelligent human people. I'd like to give a shout out to my parents who listen to the digital version of the show every week. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to Emily, because a lot of these songs that were played today are songs that we have enjoyed over the past 7 years of our friendship.
That's awesome.
And she listens to the digital versions of the show.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be more happy with the way the friendship is now and how much it's grown, really. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Definitely a friendship for me, and that would be a good shout out. But also, shout out to Travis Condon, who texted me not too long ago, and Dan, who sent in that text. It's like we have listener participation.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Believe it or not.
Good week.
It's been a good week, and we had the media here. We got to give a shout out to Teresa Girardi, too.
Oh, yes, Teresa.
Amazing.
Our newspaper person.
Yes, and we're going to get that article up on the website ASAP. As soon as we get it, it's going to be up there.
Pictures, too, apparently.
Pictures, too, so you'll be able to see Bobby's crazy fro, and you'll be able to see how similar me and Mike actually look.
Yep.
So that's going to conclude our show tonight. We hope you enjoyed listening in the present. We hope to see you in the future. And next week is going to be the day before Valentine's Day. I'm not going to give you any sort of clue on the topic, but I'll let you use your imagination.
It's pretty obvious.
It's pretty obvious. So if you like stuff like that, join us. Mondays 9 to 11, 91.5 WBIM. We are My Past, Present, and Future Life.